Hello and welcome to another Demon 212 VC review. Today I'm going to be taking a look at Kirby's Adventure on the NES. For those of you who don't know, it is a side-scrolling platform game, but unlike most side-scrolling platform games, you can actually suck your enemies up to take their power. I'll have to explain that in a few seconds time because that may sound odd, but that's literally what you have to do. Starting off, this is the world map. Each world's got one. There's 7 worlds overall, and you basically unlock more of this stage here, this screen, by beating the levels. Some levels have more than one exit to them, which adds a lot of lifespan to the game. You can also unlock loads of different bonus stages, which again adds a lot of lifespan to the game, and the fact that there's loads of different power-ups for you to steal adds lifespan to the game. Here, as you can see, I've took this this little beam thing here, which is what this creature has. But if I want to get rid of that at any point, just push the select button, and there we go. That's that gone, and now I can take this guy's power up. So now I'll sit there and do sparks. So that's pretty cool. Loads of different power-ups for you to choose from. There's things like laser beams, UFOs, all sorts of stuff. So quite a large amount for you to do on the game. Basic stuff is you go left to right and get the end. This is just one of the first doors, it's not actually an end. Certain levels will have multiple sections to them, but as this is one of the earlier levels, it just has 2 sections. Every now and then you'll come across a couple items, which I'm just about to come across my first one, to be fair. One of them is what looks like a pill, a tablet type thing, and that refills a bit of your energy, which if you notice in the bottom left corner there is my energy limit. The one I'm about to come up to though is what is known as a Maxim tomato, and that will refill all of your energy, so you want to be on the lookout for these. Here we go. There we go, that refilled up all the energy that I needed, so as I say, you definitely want to be on the lookout for them. That's a very cool thing. You can also get extra lives every now and then. They're just simply see a 1-up on them, and one of the best ways to get them is this. At the end of every stage you get a launch section, and you hold down the button, it says push here, you basically hold it down and then release it at the right time and it fires you up. And had I gone one further I would have got the extra life, but instead I got the highest amount of points you can get. This here is one of the first bonuses I've unlocked because I've done well on the level, so go through here and it's Crane Fever. You use the buttons to move about. There's things like museums you can unlock where you go in and it's got a history of enemies, and you go in and you can actually take the powers from the enemies. So they can help you out because it means if you want a specific power for a boss or something, that you can go back to one of the museums, steal the power and then leave. Because you will get a boss at the end of every world, so that's something you're on the lookout for. Graphics and music wise, while there is a giant blue bar at the moment on the left side of the screen, which unfortunately comes up on a few NES VC games, graphically this is one of the best graphic looking games on the console. It's absolutely phenomenal. The level of detail on the characters is brilliant, and the detail on the worlds is really good. Music wise, I'll just shut up for a few seconds and let you decide for yourself, but personally I think it sounds really good. Haven't got around to actually explaining this, but by pushing the jump button and then holding up you can fly about. And while a lot of you now may be thinking, well, what's the point of that, I can just fly to the end of every level, well, it doesn't kind of work that way. If you fly about on certain sections you'll end up getting shot down and hurt and quite probably killed, so it's not something that you can just simply go to the end and think, well right, I'll fly here, bam, I'm doing really well, because you'll get blown up. Every now and then you'll find an enemy that when you suck them up you can only use his power a limited amount of times. That one there, I went around the screen and exploded like a madman, killing everything on the screen, but it only let me use it once. There's other ones that let you use it 2 times or 3 times, so those ones you have to be quite strategical with using them. This here is one of the best weapons on the game. It's where you actually get a sword. A bit like Link on Legend of Zelda, so you can jump around, you can do jumping spinning attacks. It's a very cool weapon, it's one of my favourites. It's something that comes in really handy on most of the bosses, but you don't want to use it on certain ones like the flying ones because you'll get but handed to you on a silver platter, really. Every now and then, not just the end of world bosses and obviously the end of game bosses, you will fight little sub-boss type things, which you saw us fight one of earlier on. It was a little black and white creature that I got the explosive power up from. So there is a large amount to do on this game. There's a lot of depth to it. There's underwater sections where you can't use any power-ups, because obviously I've got the fire power-up, you'll notice at the bottom, but when I push the attack button it only lets us spit water. So there's quite a lot to do on the game. There's a large amount of depth to it, especially for a NES game, and it's one of those things that really does make you think that you're actually embarrassing it by calling it a NES game, because it's just so deep. So there we go then. That's been the review. I hope you found it helpful. I don't score the games because that's based purely on opinion, so instead I'll leave you to make your own mind up. So thanks for watching, and if you've got any questions about the game that I didn't answer in the vid or that hasn't been answered in the comments, then feel free to ask and I'll help if I can. Also, if you did find it helpful, don't forget to check out my channel, because there's plenty more like this up there, and don't forget to subscribe because there'll be plenty more to come as well. So until next time, this has been Demon212, signing off.